Unlock the Rich Path, written and published by Rich Audiobooks. There's a path to wealth, but most people are walking in circles, chasing success without a map. Unlock the Rich Path is your invitation to stop guessing and start aligning. Because true wealth isn't about luck, it's about clarity, mindset, and choosing the right road with you purpose. What if the life you desire isn't far away, just hidden behind one locked belief? This book is the key, and once you unlock the Rich Path, there's no going back. Lesson 1. Everyone has a path to wealth. In a world where headlines constantly highlight the growing wealth gap, it's easy to believe that prosperity is reserved for a select few. Yet beneath these surface-level statistics lies a profound truth. The path to wealth has never been more accessible than it is today. The digital revolution, combined with unprecedented access to information and opportunities, has created countless avenues for financial growth that simply didn't exist a generation ago. The story of Sarah, a single mother who started selling handmade jewelry from her kitchen table and built a 7-figure online business, exemplifies this new reality. She didn't inherit wealth, possess unique connections, or have access to substantial capital. What she had was an understanding that wealth creation isn't about starting conditions, it's about recognizing and acting on opportunities that align with your unique circumstances. Consider how the traditional barriers to wealth have crumbled. Education has become democratized through online learning platforms. Startup costs have plummeted with cloud-based solutions and digital marketing. Global markets are accessible from any smartphone. These changes haven't just leveled the playing field, they've created entirely new fields of play where previous rules of success no longer apply. Your path to wealth is as unique as your fingerprint. It's shaped by your experiences, skills, interests, and the problems you're uniquely positioned to solve. The accountant who transforms tax knowledge into a successful financial literacy platform, the teacher who leverages classroom experience to create educational technology, the hobby photographer who builds a stock photo empire, these are all examples of people who discovered their wealth equation by looking inward rather than following conventional wisdom. The modern economy rewards those who can identify and solve problems regardless of their background. Every frustration you've encountered, every challenge you've overcome, every skill you've developed, these aren't obstacles to wealth, they're potential catalysts for it. The key lies in shifting your perspective from seeing limitations to spotting opportunities. What makes this reality even more powerful is that wealth creation isn't a zero-sum game. When you create value for others, you expand the economic pie rather than fighting for a larger slice of a fixed one. This fundamental principle means that your success doesn't require someone else's failure. In fact, in today's interconnected economy, your success often creates opportunities for others to succeed as well. Understanding this abundance mindset is crucial because it liberates you from the scarcity thinking that often blocks the path to wealth. When you realize that opportunities for wealth creation are constantly emerging and evolving, you stop seeing others' success as a threat and start seeing it as proof of what's possible. Your wealth journey begins with accepting that you already possess everything needed to start. You have experiences that others can learn from, skills that others value, perspectives that can solve problems, and access to tools that can reach those who need what you offer. The question isn't whether you have a path to wealth, it's whether you're ready to recognize and walk it. This isn't about overnight success or get-rich-quick schemes. It's about understanding that sustainable wealth creation is a process of alignment for your unique capabilities with real-world opportunities. The path exists, but it reveals itself through action, not contemplation. Each step forward, no matter how small, brings new perspectives and opportunities that were invisible from where you started. The modern economy doesn't care about your background, your age, or your current circumstances. It cares about the value you can create, the problems you can solve, and the opportunities you can seize. Your path to wealth isn't blocked by external circumstances. It's waiting to be discovered through your unique combination of experiences, insights, and actions. The only question that remains is, are you ready to take the first step on your path? Lesson 2. Spotting the blocks on your road. The path to wealth often feels like driving on a road with invisible barriers. While we can clearly see physical obstacles like lack of capital or market conditions, the most formidable blocks are usually the ones we've built in our own minds. These psychological barriers act like stealth forces, silently steering us away from opportunities and sabotaging our financial growth without our conscious awareness. Consider how many times you've told yourself, "I'm not good with money," or "Rich people are just lucky." These seemingly harmless thoughts are actually powerful mental blocks that shape your financial reality. They operate like a self-fulfilling prophecy. The moment you believe you can't handle money well, you start making decisions that confirm this belief. You might avoid learning about investments, skip opportunities to negotiate your salary, or talk yourself out of starting that business you've been dreaming about. Your relationship with money often mirrors the attitudes and beliefs you inherited from your family and environment. If you grow up hearing that money is the root of all evil, or "we can't afford that," these messages become deeply embedded in your subconscious mind. They create an invisible fence around your financial potential, keeping you safely within the boundaries of what feels familiar, even if that familiarity means struggling with money. External obstacles can feel overwhelming, but they are often more manageable than we think. The real challenge lies in recognizing when we're using them as convenient excuses to avoid facing our internal resistance. That promotion you want might seem out of reach because the economy is tough, but is it really the economy, or is it your fear of stepping into a bigger role? That investment opportunity might look too risky, but are you actually afraid of success and the changes it might bring to your life? The most insidious blocks are the ones disguised as rational thinking. "I'll start investing when I have more money." "I need to learn more before I start," or "it's not the right time," sound logical, but they're often fear wearing a mask of reason. These thoughts create a perpetual waiting game where the perfect conditions never arrive and action remains forever in the future. Your brain is wired to protect you from perceived threats, and unfortunately, it often categorizes financial risk-taking as dangerous. This protective mechanism can manifest as procrastination, analysis paralysis, or sudden bursts of self-doubt just when you're about to take action. Understanding this helps you recognize when your brain is trying to keep you safe rather than help you grow. The good news is that once you identify these blocks, they begin to lose their power over you. Start paying attention to your automatic responses when money opportunities arise. Notice the physical sensations, the immediate thoughts, and the stories you tell yourself. These observations become your diagnostic tools, helping you map out your personal landscape of financial resistance. Breaking through these blocks requires more than just positive thinking or willpower. It demands a deliberate rewiring of your neural pathways through consistent action. Each time you push past a limiting belief, you create new evidence that challenges your old story. Each small financial win, whether it's negotiating a better deal or saving more than you thought possible, helps erode those mental barriers that have held you back. Your wealth blocks didn't appear overnight, and they won't disappear instantly either. But by bringing them into the light of awareness, you can begin the process of dismantling them one by one. The road to wealth becomes clearer with each block you identify and address, creating space for new possibilities and opportunities to flow into your life. Lesson 3. Mapping out your money vision. Your relationship with wealth begins in your mind long before it materializes in your bank account. The most successful wealth builders understand that a clear, compelling vision acts as the blueprint for their financial future. This isn't mere daydreaming. Scientific research has shown that visualization activates many of the same neural pathways as actually programming your brain for success. The powerful money vision goes beyond simple numbers or material possessions. It encompasses the entire ecosystem of your wealthy life: how you'll generate income, what impact you'll make, how wealth will enhance your relationships, and the legacy you'll build. Take time to sit with these deeper questions. Consider not just what you want to have, but who you want to become as a wealthy individual. This process reveals the authentic motivations that will sustain you through challenges. The most effective wealth visions combine emotional resonance with practical milestones. Think of your vision as a movie playing in your mind, with vivid scenes showing you confidently making investment decisions, building successful ventures, or philanthropy work that lights you up inside. Add sensory details, how it feels to walk through your dream home, the conversations you'll have with other successful people, the freedom to choose how you spend your time. These emotional anchors make your vision magnetic, pulling you forward even when the path gets challenging. Your vision must align with your core values to have staying power. Money magnifies who we already are, so ensure your wealth goals reflect what truly matters to you. If family is a core value, your vision might include creating generational wealth or funding educational opportunities. If innovation drives you, perhaps your vision involves investing in groundbreaking technologies. This alignment ensures your pursuit of wealth feels purposeful rather than hollow. While vision boards have become somewhat cliché, they remain powerful tools when created with intention. Move beyond magazine cutouts of luxury cars and instead curate images and words that represent the essence of your wealthy life. Include symbols of personal growth, impact, and the positive change your wealth will enable. Place this visual reminder where you'll see it daily, allowing it to program your subconscious mind with possibilities. Your money vision should include clear milestone markers, specific points along your journey where you can measure progress. These aren't just financial targets, but also personal development goals, skill acquisitions, and relationship-building opportunities. Map out what needs to happen in the next month, year, and decade. This creates a bridge between your current reality and your ultimate vision, making the path feel more achievable. Your vision will evolve as you grow. What seems ambitious today may feel limiting tomorrow as your understanding of wealth expands. Regular vision reviews and updates keep your goals fresh and exciting. Pay attention to which aspects of your vision create the most energy and enthusiasm. These are often clues to your most authentic path to wealth. The most powerful aspect of a clear money vision is how it transforms your daily decisions. When you can see your wealthy future vividly, you naturally begin making choices that align with that reality. You'll find yourself drawn to opportunities, relationships, and learning experiences that support your vision. Your brain's reticular activating system becomes programmed to notice resources and possibilities that were always there but previously invisible to you. You already have everything needed to create a compelling money vision. Your imagination, combined with your deepest values and aspirations, forms the foundation. The key is giving yourself permission to think bigger than your current circumstances might suggest. Let your vision pull you forward into new possibilities, knowing that every great fortune began as a clear picture in someone's mind. Lesson 4. Letting your inner voice lead. In the cacophony of financial advice and market predictions that bombard us daily, there exists a quieter, more reliable guide, your inner voice. This innate wisdom, when properly cultivated, becomes your most trusted financial advisor. Yet many of us have learned to silence this internal compass, choosing instead to follow the overwhelming noise of external opinions and fleeting market trends. Your financial intuition is like a muscle that strengthens with conscious attention and practice. It's that subtle knowing that makes you pause before making an impulsive investment, or that gentle nudge encouraging you to explore a promising opportunity others might overlook. This intuition isn't mystical, it's the culmination of your unique experiences, knowledge, and understanding of your personal relationship with money. The path to developing this financial intuition begins with creating space for silence. In our hyper-connected world, we rarely allow ourselves moments of genuine quiet to process our thoughts about money. Start by dedicating just 10 minutes each day to sit in stillness, focusing only on your breath and allowing your thoughts about wealth to surface naturally. This practice helps separate authentic insights from anxiety-driven reactions. Your inner voice speaks through various channels: physical sensations, emotional responses, and clear thoughts that seem to arise from nowhere. When considering a financial decision, pay attention to how your body responds. Does tension creep into your shoulders? Does your breath become shallow? These physical cues often precede conscious awareness of whether an opportunity aligns with your true path to wealth. Journaling becomes an invaluable tool in this journey of internal listening. Through regular writing, patterns emerge that reveal your deepest beliefs about money and success. Write without judgment or editing, allowing your authentic thoughts to flow freely onto the page. You might be surprised to discover recurring themes or hidden wisdom that your conscious mind had overlooked. The distinction between fear and intuition is crucial on your wealth journey. Fear speaks in absolutes, creates panic, and pushes for immediate action or complete withdrawal. Intuition, conversely, presents itself as calm knowing, often accompanied by a sense of expansion and possibility, even when suggesting caution. Learning to differentiate between these voices takes practice, but becomes more natural with time. External influences can either enhance or drown out your inner guidance. Choose carefully which voices you allow into your financial sphere. While mentors and experts can provide valuable insights, Their advice should resonate with your internal wisdom rather than override it. When you encounter guidance that feels misaligned with your inner knowing, pause and explore that disconnect rather than automatically dismissing either perspective. As you strengthen this connection to your financial intuition, you'll notice subtle shifts in how you approach money decisions. The anxiety that often accompanies financial choices begins to dissolve, replaced by a quiet confidence in your ability to navigate complex situations. This isn't about becoming impervious to market analysis or professional advice. It's about filtering external information through your internal wisdom. Your inner voice also helps align your wealth-building activities with your authentic self. It guides you toward opportunities that not only promise financial returns, but also energize and fulfill you. This alignment creates a sustainable path to wealth that doesn't require constantly fighting against your natural inclinations or values. The practice of following your inner guidance creates a rich tapestry of personal wisdom that becomes increasingly reliable over time. Each decision, whether it leads to success or provides a learning opportunity, adds another thread to this tapestry. Trust in this growing body of personal knowledge, even when it leads you in directions that others might question. Your path to wealth is uniquely yours, and your inner voice is its most qualified guide. Lesson 5. Building the mental GPS for success. Just as a GPS system recalculates when you make a wrong turn, your mind needs constant recalibration to stay on the path to wealth. The brain's remarkable plasticity allows us to forge new neural pathways that support our financial growth, replacing outdated thinking patterns that may have kept us stuck in scarcity mindset. Successful wealth creators understand that their daily thoughts shape their financial reality. They actively cultivate mental habits that align with abundance, treating their mind like valuable real estate where only productive thoughts are allowed to take root. This isn't about positive thinking alone. It's about creating a sophisticated internal navigation system that consistently points toward prosperity. The self-made millionaires I've studied share a fascinating commonality. They've all developed what I call wealth automation in their thinking. Rather than constantly wrestling with financial decisions or being paralyzed by money fears, they've programmed their minds to automatically process information through a lens of opportunity and growth. When they see a challenge, their brains immediately begin calculating solutions rather than dwelling on problems. This mental reprogramming begins with conscious effort but eventually becomes second nature. Start by examining your current thought patterns around money. When you receive a bill, do you automatically feel dread, or do you view it as a simple exchange of value? When you see someone else's success, does your mind generate excuses about why you can't achieve the same, or does it search for lessons you can apply to your own journey? The transformation of these thought patterns requires deliberate practice. Create specific wealth declarations that resonate with your authentic self, not generic affirmations, but powerful statements that reflect your genuine beliefs about your capability to create wealth. For example, instead of saying, "I am rich," which might feel false, try, "I make decisions that consistently increase my wealth," or "I recognize and act on valuable opportunities." Your brain operates on feedback loops, constantly adjusting based on the results it observes. By measuring and tracking your progress, you provide your mental GPS with vital data points that reinforce successful patterns. Document your wins, no matter how small. Each successful financial decision, profitable investment, or income increase becomes evidence that strengthens your wealth-oriented neural pathways. Critical to this process is understanding that your mental GPS must be calibrated to your personal definition of wealth. While society might push certain markers of success, your internal navigation system needs to be aligned with your authentic goals. This alignment ensures that your daily thoughts and actions naturally guide you toward your unique version of prosperity. The most powerful aspect of building this mental GPS is its compound effect over time. Just as small course corrections can lead a ship to a completely different destination, subtle shifts in your thought patterns can dramatically alter your financial trajectory. Every time you choose a wealth-supporting thought over a limiting belief, you're strengthening the neural pathways that will guide your future decisions. This mental GPS isn't just about reaching a financial destination. It's about developing an internal guidance system that continues to evolve and grow with you. As your wealth increases, your mental patterns should automatically adjust to your new reality, setting even higher standards and identifying greater opportunities. Your mind becomes an ever more sophisticated tool for wealth creation, constantly refining its ability to navigate you toward greater prosperity. Lesson 6. Trusting the detours. Life rarely unfolds in a straight line, and the path to wealth is no exception. What often appears as a setback or wrong turn can become the very catalyst that propels you toward unprecedented success. The most successful wealth builders understand that detours aren't disruptions. They're essential parts of the journey that shape our character, sharpen our skills, and reveal opportunities we might have missed on a more direct route. Consider the story of Sarah Blakely, who spent 7 years selling fax machines door to door while harboring dreams of entrepreneurship. What seemed like a career detour became the perfect training ground for developing the persistence and sales skills she would later use to build Spanx into a billion-dollar empire. Her seeming deviation from the traditional path to wealth became the very foundation of her success. Financial setbacks often disguise themselves as valuable lessons in disguise. When real estate mogul Barbara Corcoran lost her first significant investment in a failed venture, she didn't view it as a dead end. Instead, she analyzed what went wrong, adjusted her strategy, and used those insights to build one of New York's most successful real estate empires. The detour taught her more about success than any straight path could have. The key to navigating detours successfully lies in maintaining flexibility while staying committed to your ultimate destination. Think of it like a GPS recalculating after encountering road construction. The destination remains the same, but the route adapts to current conditions. This mental agility allows you to spot hidden opportunities in unexpected places and transform obstacles into advantages. Resilience becomes your most valuable asset when facing these inevitable detours. It's not about avoiding failure, but developing the capacity to bounce back stronger. Every wealthy individual has stories of ventures that didn't work out, investments that went south, or partnerships that dissolved. What sets them apart isn't their ability to avoid these situations, but their skill in extracting value from them. The market crash of 2008 serves as a perfect example of how detours can lead to extraordinary wealth creation. While many saw only devastation, others recognized the unique opportunity to acquire assets at unprecedented discounts. Those who maintained their composure and adapted their strategies during this detour often emerged far wealthier than they might have on a smoother path. Fear of detours often keeps potential wealth builders stuck in their comfort zones. They wait for perfect conditions or clear paths that rarely materialize. Understanding that detours are not just normal but necessary can free you to take calculated risks and explore unconventional opportunities. Each twist in the road builds your expertise, expands your network, and strengthens your decision-making abilities. Your relationship with uncertainty fundamentally shapes your wealth-building journey. Embracing detours means accepting that you won't always see the entire path ahead. It requires trust in your ability to adapt and learn, rather than requiring perfect foresight. This mindset shift transforms obstacles from sources of anxiety into exciting challenges that fuel your growth. Think of wealth creation like water flowing downhill. It always finds a path, even when encountering obstacles. Sometimes it goes around, sometimes over, and sometimes it creates entirely new channels. Your journey to wealth follows similar patterns, with each detour potentially opening up more efficient or rewarding routes than your original plan. The most successful wealth builders don't just accept detours, they actively look for them. They understand that the greatest opportunities often lie in unexplored territory, away from the crowded main roads where everyone else travels. By embracing the unexpected turns in your journey, you position yourself to discover unique advantages and create wealth in ways others might never consider. Lesson 7. Learning from wealthy trailblazers. The path to wealth rarely needs to be forged entirely from scratch. Throughout history, successful people have left behind valuable breadcrumbs of wisdom that we can follow and adapt. These trailblazers aren't just distant figures in magazine covers or news headlines. They represent living proof of what's possible and provide practical blueprints for wealth creation. Studying wealthy trailblazers isn't about mere imitation. It's about understanding the fundamental principles that drove their success. When you examine the lives of self-made millionaires, you'll notice they share certain traits: an unwavering commitment to personal growth, the ability to spot opportunities others miss, and a remarkable capacity to learn from both successes and failure. These people didn't just accumulate wealth, they developed a wealthy mindset that preceded their financial success. Creating your personal wealth council is a powerful strategy for accelerated growth. This doesn't necessarily mean having direct access to billionaires. It means deliberately surrounding yourself with the thoughts, ideas, and wisdom of successful people. Read their books, listen to their interviews, study their decisions, and most importantly, look for patterns in their thinking. Your wealth council can include both historical figures and contemporary leaders who resonate with your values and goals. The true power of learning from trailblazers lies in adaptation rather than replication. Every wealthy individual's journey is unique, shaped by their circumstances, timing, and personal strengths. Your task is to extract the universal principles from their stories and adapt them to your situation. Perhaps it's their approach to problem solving, their resilience in the face of setbacks, or their strategy for identifying opportunities. These lessons transcend specific business models or market conditions. Mentorship, whether direct or indirect, can dramatically compress your learning curve. Many wealthy people attribute their success to the guidance they received from those who walked the path before them. They learn not just from their mentors' successes, but also from their mistakes. This transferred wisdom helped them avoid common pitfalls and make better decisions faster. Even if you don't have access to direct mentorship, you can learn valuable lessons from studying the mistakes and course corrections of successful people. The common threads among self-made millionaires often reveal surprising insights. While their specific paths differ, you'll frequently find they share certain mental frameworks. They think in terms of value creation rather than money extraction. They maintain unwavering faith in their ability to solve problems, and they view wealth as a natural consequence of serving others effectively. These perspectives form the foundation of sustainable wealth creation. One often overlooked aspect of learning from trailblazers is understanding their relationship with time. Wealthy people typically demonstrate remarkable patience in building their fortunes, while simultaneously showing urgent action in pursuing opportunities. They understand that wealth creation is both a sprint and a marathon. Knowing when to move quickly and when to play the long game is crucial wisdom that can only come from studying those who've succeeded before you. As you study wealthy trailblazers, pay special attention to how they evolved their thinking over time. Many started with simple ambitions that grew as their understanding of wealth creation deepened. They didn't just accumulate money, they developed increasingly sophisticated ways of thinking about value, opportunity, and impact. This evolution in thinking is perhaps the most valuable lesson they offer. Wealth is as much about who you become as it is about what you acquire. By learning from those who've already achieved significant wealth, you're not just gaining knowledge, you're inheriting decades of experience and wisdom. This inherited wisdom, when properly applied to your unique circumstances and abilities, becomes the foundation for your own wealth-creating journey. Every wealthy trailblazer started exactly where you are now, ready to learn, grow, and create value in their own unique way. Lesson 8. Walking with purpose, not pressure. The path to wealth becomes infinitely more rewarding when you walk it with purpose rather than trudge along under the weight of pressure. Many aspiring entrepreneurs and wealth builders fall into the trap of pursuing money solely for money's sake, creating an unsustainable cycle of stress and dissatisfaction. The key to lasting wealth lies in aligning your financial journey with a deeper sense of meaning. Your purpose acts as an internal compass that guides your wealth-building decisions. When you're clear about why you're building wealth beyond material acquisition, you tap into an endless source of motivation that transcends market fluctuations and temporary setbacks. This might mean creating wealth to fund educational opportunities for underprivileged communities, developing sustainable technologies, or ensuring your family's long-term security and growth. The pressure to accumulate wealth often stems from external expectations and societal standards. Social media constantly bombards us with images of luxury lifestyles and overnight success stories, creating artificial timelines for wealth creation. This pressure can lead to poor decision-making, unnecessary risks, and a disconnection from our authentic goals. By focusing on purpose instead, you naturally align your actions with your values, making the journey more enjoyable and sustainable. Purpose-driven wealth creation also helps you avoid the comparison trap. When you're clear about your mission, other people's paths become less relevant to your journey. Their successes don't diminish yours, and their strategies don't necessarily apply to your unique situation. This mindset shift allows you to celebrate others' achievements while staying focused on your personal wealth objectives. The flow state in wealth building emerges when purpose meets action. When your daily activities align with your larger mission, work becomes less of a burden and more of an expression of your values. This alignment creates a natural momentum that makes wealth creation feel effortless at times. You'll find yourself working longer hours without burnout, solving complex problems with greater clarity, and maintaining enthusiasm even during challenging periods. Your purpose also serves as a filter for opportunities. Not every chance to make money will align with your mission, and that's okay. Having a clear purpose helps you quickly identify which opportunities deserve your time and energy. This filtering mechanism prevents the scattered approach that often delays wealth creation and helps you maintain focus on activities that truly matter. Consider how your wealth-building activities impact others. Purpose-driven wealth creation often creates a ripple effect, benefiting not just you but your community and beyond. This might manifest through job creation, mentorship opportunities, or innovative solutions to societal problems. When your wealth serves a greater purpose, you naturally attract supporters, partners, and opportunities that align with your vision. Purpose evolves as you grow. Your initial motivation for building wealth might shift as you achieve certain milestones or gain new perspectives. Remain open to this evolution while maintaining your core values. Regular reflection on your purpose ensures your wealth-building activities continue to serve your authentic goals rather than becoming mechanical pursuits of numbers. The intersection of purpose and wealth creates a powerful foundation for lasting success. When financial goals are rooted in meaningful objectives, the pressure to perform transforms into an inspiring challenge. This shift in perspective allows you to maintain steady progress while enjoying the journey, creating a sustainable approach to wealth building that enriches both your bank account and your life experience. Lesson 9. Courage to take the first step. The greatest wealth-building strategies mean nothing without action. Many aspiring entrepreneurs and investors spend years consuming information, planning their moves, and waiting for the perfect moment, only to remain exactly where they started. The truth is, there's immense power in taking that first, imperfect step toward your financial goals, even when you don't feel completely ready. Think of wealth creation like learning to swim. You can study swimming techniques, watch countless videos, and memorize every stroke pattern, but until you actually get in the water, you haven't truly begun. The same applies to your financial journey. That first step, whether it's starting a side business, making your first investment, or simply opening a savings account, creates momentum that no amount of preparation can match. Fear often disguises itself as prudence. We tell ourselves we're being careful and strategic when we're actually letting fear hold us back. The most successful wealth builders understand that action itself is a form of research. They know that real-world experience provides insights that no book, course, or mentor can offer. Each step forward, regardless of its outcome, yields valuable data that shapes your path to wealth. The concept of ready is largely a myth. Most successful entrepreneurs and investors admit they weren't truly ready when they started. They simply began anyway. They understood that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward despite it. This distinction is crucial because it shifts the focus from waiting to feel confident to taking action that builds confidence. Risk assessment is essential, but risk aversion can be paralyzing. Smart wealth builders don't ignore risks, they calculate them and take measured steps. They start small, test their assumptions, and adjust based on results. This approach allows you to build confidence through experience while managing potential downsides. Each small success creates a foundation for bigger moves, and even failures become valuable learning experiences that inform future decisions. The psychology of action is fascinating. When you take that first step, your brain chemistry actually changes. The mere act of moving forward releases dopamine, which not only feels good but also reinforces positive behavior. This creates a virtuous cycle where action leads to learning, learning builds confidence, and confidence inspires more action. This is why successful people often say the hardest part was getting started. Many wealth builders discover that their fears were largely unfounded once they take action. The catastrophic scenarios they imagined rarely materialize, and when challenges do arise, they find themselves more capable of handling them than they expected. This realization that you're more resilient and resourceful than you thought becomes a powerful driver for continued growth. Consider the opportunity cost of inaction. Every day you wait is a day of potential growth, learning, and compound returns lost forever. While it's natural to want to minimize mistakes, the biggest mistake is often waiting too long to begin. The wealth builders who achieve their goals aren't necessarily the smartest or most talented. They're the ones who started while others were still planning to start. The path to wealth requires hundreds of decisions and actions, but none is more important than the first. That initial step sets everything else in motion. It changes your identity from someone who wants to build wealth to someone who is actively building wealth. This shift in self-perception is profound and often becomes self-fulfilling. When you take action, you signal to yourself and the world that you're serious about your financial future. Your first step doesn't need to be dramatic or life-changing. It might be as simple as setting up an automatic savings plan, reaching out to a potential mentor, or spending an hour researching investment options. The size of the step matters less than the direction it takes you. Each action, however small, moves you closer to your wealth goals and further from the inertia that holds so many people back. Lesson 10. Arriving with Gratitude and Grace. The journey to wealth transforms not just our bank accounts, but our entire being. As you approach the summit of your financial aspirations, you'll discover that true abundance manifests most powerfully when paired with genuine gratitude and carried with grace. This final chapter isn't about reaching a destination. It's about embracing the elevated perspective that comes with financial freedom. Gratitude acts as a magnetic force for continued abundance. When we appreciate what we've already accumulated, we create an energetic space for more to flow into our lives. This isn't mere positive thinking. Studies have shown that grateful people make better financial decisions, maintain stronger professional relationships, and experience greater life satisfaction even before reaching their ultimate wealth goals. The wealthy who maintain their success understand that money is a responsibility as much as it is a reward. They recognize their role as stewards of resources, not just consumers of luxury. This mindset shift from ownership to stewardship creates a profound impact on how wealth is managed, grown, and ultimately shared. Consider how many of today's most respected wealthy people, from Warren Buffett to Mackenzie Scott, view their wealth as a tool for positive change rather than a trophy to be displayed. Grace in wealth means moving through life with elegance, regardless of your bank balance. It's about maintaining humility while celebrating success, staying grounded while reaching for the stars, and remembering the journey that brought you here. The most admired wealthy people aren't those who flaunt their success, but those who wear it lightly and use it wisely. As your wealth grows, you'll find that your influence expands correspondingly. This is where grace becomes crucial, in how you treat others, make decisions, and handle both successes and setbacks. The way you carry your wealth will impact not just your life, but the lives of those around you, creating ripples that extend far beyond your immediate circle. The concept of arriving with wealth is somewhat misleading. There is no final destination, only new horizons. Each level of financial success opens doors to new opportunities, challenges, and responsibilities. The key is to remain adaptable, curious, and open to growth, just as you were when you first began this journey. Your relationship with money will continue to evolve. What motivated you at the start may differ from what drives you now. Perhaps your initial goal was financial security, but now you're inspired by the potential to create positive change in the world. This evolution is natural and should be embraced rather than resisted. The ultimate test of wealth isn't in the numbers, it's in the quality of life it enables you to create, not just for yourself, but for others. True wealth manifests in the ability to generate positive impact, in the freedom to choose how you spend your time, and in the capacity to lift others as you rise. This is the essence of arriving with gratitude and grace. As you continue on your path to wealth, remember that every step forward is an opportunity to practice these principles. Let gratitude be your compass, pointing you toward what truly matters, and let grace be your guide in how you move through the world. The richest path isn't just about accumulating money. It's about becoming the kind of person who can handle wealth with wisdom, purpose, and heart.